Hello, everybody. Before you go, I know this is not the video you were looking for, but please stick around and watch this video to the end. Let me just introduce myself. My name is Vivian. I'm an aspiring creative director. I really hope to be able to take the lead on a number of creative projects and just like really get to be in the mix, showcasing my creativity. If my voice sounds weird, it's because I'm dead on the inside, but you're just gonna have to stick with me. So, this video is for Say Now's Millions, their song that released recently. I know they've already put out a music video that I did watch. I did enjoy, but I felt like it could have been a bit more. So here's my idea for, again, their song Millions. So, first off, whenever I make videos, I try to imagine like a story concept. I really like when music videos used to be full-fledged, like mini movies or mini stories, things like that. So I always like to envision that for like these videos that I do. So for this story concept, given that it's the girls talking about being able to ask for millions, earn millions, the story concept that I was going for was that each of the girls are in lucrative careers. So for Amelia, her role in the music video would be as a model. For Yizzy, her role would be literally what they already do now, which was to be a singer. And then for Maddie, her role would be to be a businesswoman. So again, like I said, the story is that all the girls are successful in these lucrative careers. As we watch the music video, they're essentially signing $1 million contracts. So I was thinking for the opening scene, the first words of the song are that like low gimme, gimme, gimme. And I was thinking that we could show each of the girls kind of doing like that outstretched gimme, like hand gesture. Just kind of like a little fun, quick scene in there. So then Amelia's story, again, like I said, is that she's a model. She would, sorry, I just had like a brain fart. Anyway, her story is that she's a model and that we would see her, typical model on duty kind of thing, doing hair, makeup, photo shoots, walking the runway. One thing that I also wanted to throw in was that since Amelia has the first verse of the song, I really like that line where she says, oh, like these shoes are 2004 couture. Obviously, it's said in a different way. But I was thinking that for that line specifically, they could have a moment where she's singing towards the camera and then she like points down and the camera also shoots down at her shoes and then lifts back up as she continues singing. Again, just like a quick little scene I thought would be good for her verse. So then for Yeezy's story, again, like I said, what they already basically do, a singer, we see her performing on stage, we see her at dance practice, kind of just like typical stuff for a singer. And then for Maddie's story, I was a little bit more specific with her story, just a little bit more. I was thinking that the opening scene for Maddie, since she does have the pre-chorus, so like right after Amelia's first verse, then it goes into Maddie at the pre-chorus. We could see like a scene of Maddie getting ready in her like big wardrobe, picking out her corporate suit or corporate outfit for the day. But essentially she's a businesswoman, so she has all these business dealings. Again, typical stuff for her storyline. So when I do these videos, I also try to imagine very specific scenes, and sometimes I either try to make sure that there's a complete timeline of these specific scenes, or I just do like a more vague concept, like in some of my other videos. But for Izzy's specific scenes, I was thinking of again her being a famous singer. She would be dealing with the paparazzi, so we get just like a scene of her, trying to move through the paparazzi. And then Amelia again, another scene of her doing like a photo shoot. Maybe even something like, I wouldn't say something like a little different per se, but even maybe like a concept within the concept. So it's almost like, oh, she's doing her own, not necessarily like cosplay, but her own like thematic photo shoot that's already within the music video, if that makes sense. And then for Maddie's specific scenes, I was thinking of her, in a boardroom talking to her board of directors, her board of executives, whoever. And I was thinking of this one scene where she could be pointing to a graph that literally has, like this line trending upwards. And then she flips it over and it literally says millions on the other side. Or even something like it has like dollar signs on the other side. I think that would be like really funny and cheeky. So again, the point of all of their storylines is to get to scenes where they're signing $1 million contracts. Maddie signing this contract in a boardroom. Amelia signing this contract for, a fashion house or modeling for an agency. And then Izzy is signing a contract, maybe showing like her large concert sales or her large merchandising sales. But again, the general gist is that, like it says in the song, millions, I want millions. I could even ask for billions. Now, again, when I try to do these videos, if I have a really full fledged idea, I even try to go with the thematic concept for the styling and like the costuming of the music video. So, because these girls are good dancers, I also thought that there could be intercut scenes of choreography. So, these will like be the outfits that I would choose for the choreography, something glittery, something sparkly, again, just to show like this high, luxurious, expensive kind of feel to the overall music video. I really like the outfit on the far left here. That's how you should like your politics as well. But anyway, I really like the outfit on the far left here. I can't remember where I've seen that before. Oh, I also just want to mention, in case I didn't say this at the beginning, none of the images in these videos are mine. I get all these images from like Google or Pinterest just to give a visual representation for what I'm talking about. But I really like the outfit on the far left, and I feel like if it merged with the one in the middle to become like a gold ensemble, that would especially be like a really nice, cute look for, again, just the overall theme of the song. So the bridge, I don't usually do these scenes. I usually just do it by the verse and the choruses and then the pre-chorus. But I really like the bridge on this song. So I was even thinking that as we get to that very like like that slow and sultry bridge, we could have a scene where the girls are surrounded by like diamonds and jewels, just surrounded by high luxurious items essentially. And then considering that all of them have a line in the bridge, like they each say a line, I was thinking of maybe we could get all of them like going across in a way where they're dancing against this wall of like gold record plaques because all right, that's the end of the video. If you watched it all this way, I really appreciate that. Like I said, I know this isn't the video you were looking for, but I appreciate you staying till the end. Please check out my other videos, leave a like, a subscribe, comment. Like I said, I'm hoping to post these videos so eventually I get picked up by someone, get the opportunity to work on someone's project. Like I mentioned, I'm making these videos so that I can move out of my parents' house because I fucking hate it here. And yeah, I hate being here. So hopefully I don't know, get picked up, get to head a project, do creative direction for a project, anything. But again, if you stay till the end to watch this, I really appreciate that and check out my other videos.